Hello? Beep, 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 beep. Welcome to the court of the Edijester. How are you? Welcome back. Welcome back. Right. This is great. Kemi Badenoch has come out of the gate fighting, as we have a report from the Times, a newspaper. I'm very glad to see this indeed. Been talking to a few people from the civil service this week. Oh, the nutters in there. God, they need an enema. Somebody said to me on Twitter the other day, oh yeah, who exactly is going to clear these organisations out then? And I just put me. The arrogance of the jester. Get me a nice pointy hat. I'll go in there. I'll have them with their rainbow lanyards and their gender nonsense. Kemi Badenoch attacks gender cowardice of NHS politics and police. Business Secretary with Equality Brief says attitude of public sector is worse than the ravings of the militants. That should be the name of a Thomas Harris novel, shouldn't it be? The Raving of the Militants. It could be a sequel to The Silence of the Lambs. The Raving of the Militants. The battle over gender ideology is only just beginning, Kemi Badenoch has warned. I couldn't agree more. Do you agree it's only just beginning? We won the battle and won the war. I think it's just beginning, right? It's only just starting. My warrior teachers think it's only just starting. They're gearing up to do stuff, right? So, you know, not my warrior teachers. I hate it when I say that, but you do, because it's, you know, not. Most of them are just off doing stuff. I have no idea what they're doing, but they're doing great stuff, and then they come back and tell me. So, you know, come and join them. It's a good team. So, in her first public intervention since the publication of Dr. Hilary Cass's report, the Business Secretary calls for a review into public bodies and their policies on transgender issues, right? She also launches an extraordinary broadside against politicians of every stripe. The police, the media, the NHS and universities. It's absolutely glorious. Oh, the gloriousness of it, right? Badenoch's comments will be welcomed, right, by right-wing Tory MPs, but seen by critics as seeking to reignite the so-called culture wars that have dominated British politics since the last election. Reignite? What do you mean reignite? It never went out, right? And it's not right-wing to not want to harm children. What? You know, the Times is a great paper, but I rely on the Telegraph more. I was having a conversation with somebody about this last night. Again, one of the warrior teachers. You know, deal with the Telegraph, not the Times, because the Times sometimes gets it so blatantly wrong, and here they have got it blatantly wrong. Badenoch's comments will be welcomed by right-wing Tory MPs. You don't have to be right-wing to not want to hurt children, do you? Right? Is it, or is child protection and safeguarding now the purview of the right wing because the left have lost the plot? You tell me. Comments in the Dubris, please. Cass found that children experiencing gender distress and wanting to transition had been let down by a lack of research and remarkably weak evidence on medical interventions such as puberty blockers. The key word there being wanting to transition, not needing. Right? Nobody needs to transition. It's all nonsense. End it all. The whole lot from the top to the bottom, which is what I think we're eventually going to get done. Might take a while. Because there's the adult service thing. They're looking into that now, aren't they? We'll end this bloody experimentation and get back to some reality. These postmodern queer theory, social constructionist Fruit Loops. Badenoch. Is it Badenoch or is it Badenoch? Somebody tell me. Right, Badenoch, who is also Minister for Women and Equalities, claimed the recommendations could not be fully delivered until the government addressed the underlying problem of ideological capture in British institutions. It's like everything that I've been saying and others have been saying for the past 5 years is suddenly being recognised. Jesus, I'm tired, aren't you? Cass called for more NHS research into young people seeking help over their gender. I'd cut it off altogether. Well, I'm coming to you because I've got problems with gender. There's no such thing. You haven't got problems with that. I'm going to send you back to the psychologist to find out what's really bothering you. Cass also said about different approaches to care depending on a child's age and more cautious attitude to social transitioning. That child can wear what the hell they want, right? That's one way of looking at it. You go to school. Well, you're off to school, are you? What are you dressed as today? A penguin. Right. What's happening today then? I've got my GCSEs. 15-year-old penguin. Right, okay. Walks out the door. Even his mother goes, twat. Or we go to schools, we say to schools, that's it, you've got to have a strict uniform. Trousers, shirt, black trousers, black shoes, white shirt, black jacket, for everyone. Stop this nonsense altogether. Which do you want to do? I'd rather go in the middle and go, look, wear what you like, but try and be a bit smart with you. And they turn up in fishnets or dress like a bloody Japanese anime at 14. Yeah, home you go. Yeah, but I'm a girl. You're not, kid. Right, go home. You're not well. Come back when you're well. That's the end of it. That's what it should be. So wherever this happens to come up in a child's life, it should be rejected 100% by the adults around them. No, you're just a nutter. Off you go. Go get yourself sorted. Yeah, but I'm a boy. Right, let me show you these pictures of exactly what happens to girls who say they're boys. Let me show you these pictures of exactly what happens to boys who say they're girls. Let me show you these pictures of just what exactly these ghouls will do to you if they get their hands on you. They are. Have some real life. So, writing in the Sunday Times, Badenoch says, seen as a frontrunner to become the next Tory leader, says, over 3 decades, politicians of all parties have outsourced power to so-called independent institutions. Over 3 decades, politicians of all parties. I've said it before and I'll say it again. This will be a cross-party coalition that will end the entire nonsense, that will repeal the GRA, get rid of this bloody rubbish from our society and move forward. They were meant, she said here, they were meant to take the policies out of decision-making, but have themselves become politicised, often with little to no ministerial oversight. She's saying this in regard to independent institutions. And by those she means Stonewall and their ilk, the Proud Trust, the LGBT Foundation, the LGBT Consortium, Gendered Intelligence, all of these ghouls that have been inside schools or have been telling children or running clubs or all the crap that comes with the EDI stuff they're pushing. She adds, at the heart of many of the review's recommendations is a failure of institutions to self-regulate. Ministers have intervened time and again, but it's time for institutional leaders to step up and recover impartiality. It is also time for an in-depth review of decision-making processes across the public sector. How is it that senior leaders ignore the law and allow groups like Stonewall, and then they've got brackets, an LGBT rights charity? They're not. They're an LGBT pressure group for a hard left, neo-Marxist, neoliberal bunch of Fruit Loops. Right, this is the time, see? Can't get it right. The Cash Review, which looked at gender identity service for under 18, was commissioned in 2020. I think it's going to be interesting to see what they do next, because they need to do something, but they haven't got very long in which to do it. Their manifestos will be out shortly, and I'll be interested to see what they've got in the manifesto about all this. And I'm sure you will too. Truth of the matter is, we have to end the whole damn lot. There is no such thing as trans, right? You're just unwell. Or you're a pervert or a fetishist or a paraphiliac, or, you know, a nickel, as I call them, gusset regarders or gusset fumblers, right? Other than that, it's all nonsense. The rest of it's crap. It's got to go. I don't need 400 pages from Cass to tell me that. But now we've got it. It's a great springboard, and she's done an extraordinary job in a very professional report. But I didn't need it personally. Did you? Tell me in the comments. Other than that, come be a warrior teacher. Just go and have a great time, right? Do something nice and enjoyable. Yep. I've got the extended edition of a couple of films I'm going to have a look at. And I've ordered from America for my birthday the 4K version of James Cameron's The Abyss. So come my birthday, I should be plumbing the depths. All right? Have a great day. See you later.